Here I have no way of actually grouping them, but using Clorinde's normal attacks, they can actually pierce all three of them at the same time. You can just try to position yourself to line yourself in the right way like this. It's okay if you don't hit all three of them, you know, as long as you hit at least two. Here I use her skill to plunge toward the rune guard to close the gap faster and save stamina. And then from here on out, I just continue the same rotation, and that's how I clear the rest of the chamber. When you're using Clorinde, try not to stand in between the enemies here, otherwise you'll only be hitting one at a time rather than both, so always try to have them lined up. And similar with the Ruin Guard, after you kill them, you just dash to the next wave of enemies using her skill, pick it up, and it'll save you time and stamina. Here at the end, I use my burst out of muscle memory. Don't do what I did. If you're almost done with the chamber, try to save your burst if possible. In the beginning here, try to break the power shields as fast as you can, so you can kill the first wave as fast as you can. That's Stamatural. He'll probably just die to your straight attacks while you're trying to kill these two. And by the end of the first wave, try to end near the right toward this Pyro Abyss Mage, so you can end near these lectures where they spawn. It'll save you a few seconds. For these Abyss lectures, try to kill them or down them at the same time, so they both go into shield state at the same time. The closer you get to killing them both at the same time, the more time you save for the last wave. After the shields are up, the main thing that you focus on is just trying to hit them with Hydra as fast as you can. Using Nilou's sword stance, I can actually hit the other one if they're further away, if you fail to group them like I did. Always try to pick these eggs. Always knock them back and do damage and that can help you group. Another thing is try not to apply Dendro on them. If you get too close to them, you'll start burning yourself, which may cause you to die. If you're careful, you'll be okay. I actually used Yaoyao's thing to heal myself, but yeah, just be careful of not burning yourself if it does. If you do apply Dendro. I'm also saving my Yaoyao burst for the last wave to try to burst down these last two enemies because I only have like 20 seconds to do this, but it actually works out pretty well.
I love you.
Because I wasted my Clorinde burst at the last chamber, I'm going to be using phase 1 of this boss to reset my rotations and get everyone's energy back up so I can get a consistent DPS for the rest of the chamber after the phase 1. So here I'm just doing my rotation without Baizhu or Furina's burst to try to get my energy back from my other characters while bringing on phase 1. When it does the attack, I'm going to iframe with Furina's burst and then start the rotation this way. I booked to save time, and then now my normal rotations have started, and I just gotta keep up this rotation until the end of the chamber. Whenever he dashes away, you can use Clorinde's dashes to quickly dash to him, and that'll also help you save time and stamina as well. I wonder if I do an attack. If you can iframe, it'll help you not take damage as well as do damage at the same time. Try to kill these samurai simultaneously, because if you don't, the other one will heal when it has the chance to, when it stops doing an attack. I actually failed to do this, so I actually lose a few seconds worth of time. As you can see, he regenerated, so I lose like at least like 5 to 10 seconds. And if your characters aren't as well invested, then you actually lose even more time, so try your best to kill them at the same time. For the rest of the chamber though, it's just making sure to keep up Nilou's Golden Chalice bounty passive up, which lasts 30 seconds, and making sure you're applying consistent Dendro and Hydro. You know which element to apply when you look at above the enemy's health bar. You can see which element is currently applied to them. So for example, if Hydro is applied to them, then you want to apply Dendro. So maybe you want to switch to your Dendro driver like Nahida. But if you see Dendro on them only and no Hydro, then use your normal attack to use like Xingqiu's or Yelan's first, so you can finish the reaction both ways. This is why I think having Xingqiu or Yelan on your Nilou team will help a lot when it comes to like adapting to what elements you see on top of the enemy's head. When it comes to fighting groups of enemies like this, where there's one big enemy and the rest are small, just focus the big enemy if you have an AoE team like Nilou Bloom, because the smaller enemies will just die to your Stray Blooms or Nahida's Seeds of Skanda. And if they don't die by the time you're finishing killing the big enemy, then you can just kill them, because they'll already be damaged. Here I start my rotation as normal, but I save Clorinde first at the end to do as much damage as I can to the constructs that it spawns afterwards. This way I can, after I beat them down, I can get it to its vulnerability state much faster. So once I apply Electro here, I can just hit it freely as I can. And then here I just continue my rotation for the rest of the fight. For this chamber, I try to focus these ranged fluctuates because the agent will chase you and will catch stray blooms while you kill these guys. Additionally, when they get the shield, it'll add more time to your chamber because then they're more resistant to damage unless you break the shield. So here I try to kill them before they get the shield and it works out well. And by the time I kill them both, the agent's already really low because of the stray bloom, so I just kill them pretty easily. The next two waves follows the same pattern as the last half, where there was one big enemy and two smaller ones. Throughout this entire time, I'll be focusing the bigger enemy, while the other enemies will catch stray damage from Nahida's Seeds of Skanda and stray blooms if they're close enough, but in this case it's mostly just Nahida's skill. And once I kill the big bird, then I can focus on the seahorses, which are already almost dead from just stray damage that they've been catching. And then I can do the same process for the next wave that spawns as well. Just while using Nilou Bloom, if you're switching to a character that has like pretty squishy, like Nahida, just make sure to be watchful of your HP in case you accidentally die, because then you have to restart. But otherwise, that's all the tips and tricks I have for you guys. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video.